So I came across a YouTube movie and I watched it because of two characters in the movie, Ini Edo and Uzor Arukwe, both of whom I love their acting. So I'm here to review this movie, Put a Ring on It. That's the title of the movie. Now, this movie tells a story of two persons. Dora, acted by Ini Edo, and Cletus, acted by Uzor Arukwe. Now, these two persons, Dora and Cletus, have dated for 15 years but have remained unmarried, as Cletus would not formally propose to Dora and would not even go to pay her bride price, even though Dora would want nothing more than that to happen. Now, in addition to this, Cletus would mock Dora, publicly and privately for being too old at almost 40. And made Dora feel like she wasn't all that she wasn't good enough. So when Dora meets Akin, who pays attention to her and praises her and expresses his desire to marry her, now she comes alive, and Cletus all of a sudden begins to feel threatened. He's jealous, and this is the highlight of the movie. So let's look at the good and the bad about this movie. First, the good. Unfortunately, there is just one thing I like about this movie, and that's the acting. I think Ini Edo and Uzor Arukwe acted impressively. Even Chika Daniels, who played Akin, was okay as well. But that's about it for me. The movie has a number of plot holes and lapses, too glaring to overlook. For example, Akin was introduced with very little background information, and his relationship with Dora was too shallow. I mean, Dora didn't know anything about Akin's livelihood, what the guy was doing for a living. We never saw him go to work or do anything to earn money. Neither of them knew anything about where they came from, their ethnicity, anything about their parents, their families. It was too shallow. And yet, Akin proposed to Dora and Dora accepted. Secondly, when Akin and Dora went out and Akin got drunk and passed out, wasn't conscious anymore, how did Dora know Akin's house to be able to drive Akin home? Now, even when Cletus came to look for Dora in Akin's house, how was he able to locate Akin's house? Again, Cletus took a break from his business so he could stay at home and monitor Dora to make sure she would not go out to meet Akin. Great, but it seemed obviously the director and whoever was responsible for the movie failed to remember that Dora had a job. I mean, she could easily go see Akin on her way back from work or lie at work so she could take permission and go be with Akin. That part made no sense. Also, I think the movie missed a great opportunity to educate the viewers on family planning when Dora was taking morning after pills to avoid getting pregnant out of wedlock. I imagine that since Dora and Cletus had been together for 15 years, that a proper family planning method was the easier and safer method to use, rather than pills each time for 15 whole years. Finally, Akin suddenly being caught with a sex worker was absolutely out of character. I mean, he had turned down the same sex worker because of his love for Dora. And he could not even find the sex worker attractive anymore. He paid the sex worker, who did absolutely nothing, just so she could go. He wasn't interested. So to turn around and be caught with the same sex worker was absolutely out of character. You see, to be honest, I am very worried for the future of YouTube movies if the quality of the movies don't seriously improve. I mean, I have seen so many of them and only very few have been good. So the directors and producers have to do a lot better. This, for me, is a 3/10 movie. And I'm being honest, 3/10. Have you seen the movie? Let me know in the comment section what you think about my review and rating of the movie. But don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you get to watch more reviews.